Okay, and then we want you to answer. So one of those sentences, of course, is asking a question. The sentences that are starting with ma, the sentences that are starting with ma are the questions, or aleph. Okay, now they're the questions. The or the ma, that's the actual questions. Or again, the ma, which of course is basically means what? Okay, or the hamzatul istifham, which of course is the aleph. These are the questions. All right. All right. So those right there, that's going to be for me. All right. As it relates to the other ones, that's going to be for you. I mean, you have to answer. All right, Tape. So let's start from the beginning. Ma hadha. Okay, cool. Hadha by each one. Ma hadha. قميص. Okay, good. هذا سرير. كرسي. All right, كرسي. Lean into it. That's like that. هذا مفتاح. قلم. Hey, just like that. طيب. ما هذا؟ ممتاز. طيب. So we're gonna now we're used to it, we understand what's going on. We're gonna say it with a little bit more feeling. طيب. ما هذا؟ هذا بيت؟ ما هذا؟ هذا سرير؟ أي كرسي. Okay. هذا مفتاح؟ ما هذا؟ وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيب. يحيى, your book's there. You can leave it open though, it's cool. But again, we're just going to ask you a series of questions. If you know how to answer the questions out there, then come on and answer the questions as well. So we're going to ask you a series of questions. All right, we're going to identify a couple of things around the room. All right. Can we borrow your notebook? Thank you. Oh, no, I got a better one. This is the marble. It's the classic look. The classic look. No one will doubt that this is the notebook. Okay. So after me, I want you to just pay attention. Okay. All right. Yeah. هذا كرسي. Now, هذا كرسي. Oh, it's identifying what things are. This is a هذا كرسي. What does that translate to? This is a what? Mumtaz. So now we're going to say هذا باب. What does that translate to? Okay, so هذا كرسي وهذا باب. Okay. هذا قلم. What does that translate to? ممتاز. هذا قلم. هذا No. Let's go better one. There you go. There we go. هذا مفتاح. What do you translate this to? This is a key. Very good. If you know, you feel free to answer it out there. All right. هذا كتاب. This is a book. هذا دفتر. And this is a what? This is a notebook. Okay, cool. 6 things. We know what they all are. So now we're going to ask some questions. Okay. What does ma hadha mean? Ma hadha. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, cool. What does hadha mean? This is hada. Hada, for example. Hada babun. Is this exact? Is this a door? Good point. Okay, cool. So just as long as you understand, because these are the questions we're going to ask. I'm just going to say ma hada sometimes. Sometimes I want to say hada, and you need to be able to properly respond. All right? Pay attention, because sometimes I might trick you. All right. So inshallah, everybody pay attention, and Yahya is going to pay attention. All right. Ma hada. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hada. Deftarun. Hada deftarun. Okay. ما هذا؟ Okay, good. ما هذا وما هذا؟ هذا وهذا. ممتاز. Okay, good. ما هذا؟ أهذا كتاب؟ أهذا دفتر؟ ما هذا؟ ممتاز. ما هذا؟ أهذا دفتر؟ أهذا كتاب؟ ما هذا؟ ممتاز. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ مفتاح. اوكي. ما هذا؟ قلم. أهذا قلم؟ أهذا مفتاح؟ ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ أهذا مفتاح؟ أهذا قلم؟ ما هذا؟ Very good. This brother's good, alhamdulillah. طيب ما هذا؟ أهذا كرسي؟ أهذا باب؟ ما هذا؟ هذا كرسي. ممتاز. طيب inshallah. If you know out there, you should also be replying and asking and answering. طيب inshallah. ما هذا؟ أهذا باب؟ أهذا كرسي؟ ما هذا؟ ممتاز. All right. And if you were answering it correctly, alhamdulillah, that's good. If not, then it's time to go back to the drawing board. All right, tell you, inshallah. So let me just see the vocabulary words real quick. All right, so really quick, we're going to just go through our vocabulary words. We're just going to go through our vocabulary words. Type ma ma'ana. Hold on for a sec. I got it written down here. Okay, Yahya, you want to go ahead and answer for us? Ma ma'ana maktabun. Mumtaz. Ma ma'ana imamun. ما معنى هذا؟ هذا. Man, you heard me, brother. Come on now. I said هذا. So erase that giant. Allah musta'an. طيب حجر. ممتاز. Stone. سكر. Very good. كرسي. Very good. ما. من. لبن. Or actually yogurt. Milk is actually halib. But you know, he's from Morocco. My wife, she said no Lebanon is milk. I said, no. No. When I was in Saudi, I went to the store and I purchased some Lebanon for my cereal. And when I poured my assumingly milk into my cereal, it was yogurt in my cereal. Wallahu musta'an. So that was my hard lesson of understanding the difference between what does Lebanon actually mean. It's like a liquid milk, like a yogurt, like a yogurt drink. You see, like that. You know. So al-muhim, barakallahu fikum. In Saudi, when you say Lebanon, you're going to get a yogurt drink. When you say halib, you're going to get the milk like we all drink and love here with our cereal. And yes, I still had the cereal with the Lebanon drink inside. I made the best of it. Tayyib, inshallah. Tabibun is doctor. Very good. Qamisun. Very good. Shirt. Nejmun. Very good. Sarirun. Miftahun. Very good. Very good. Qalamun. Very good. Baytun. Kitabun. Masjidun. Waladun. Kalbun. Is a dog. Very good. Alhamdulillah, he got an A on his test, and we hope that you all get an A on your vocabulary exam, like our brother Yahya did. So Yahya, فعلينا بالتمرين هنا. فلو تنتبه هنا شو انظر هنا على صفحة السابع صفحة السابع التمرين الأول. ما هذا نعم ما هذا مفتاح. Okay, we're on page 7 doing the exercise. ما هذا, pointing at the second picture. ممتاز, هذا كتاب. ما هذا قلم. Very good, pointing at the fourth picture. ما هذا باب. ما هذا بيت. And the last one, ما هذا كرسي. Turning the page. So now the drill we just had was with the question ما هذا. Now the drill is going to be with the question أهذا. طيب إن شاء الله. فحرف الجواب لا أو نعم ثم جواب. So your answer should be what, guys? It should be yes or no, and then the answer. Is that clear? All right. أهذا بيت. أهذا مفتاح. أهذا قميص. ممتاز. أهذا نجم. ممتاز. طيب ننتقل إلى التمرين الثالث. اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ واكتب. Read and write. اقرأ يا أخي. هذا اقرأ. Read. اقرأ. لا مين موجود يا أخي؟ هذا نحن هنا. هذا كتاب. لا. ميم كاف تاء باء. مكتبة. Now you may be saying there's no vowels on here. No, by then you can write afterwards. Let's keep reading. Right. Okay, هذا مكتب. بعد ذاك ممتاز. بعد ذاك ممتاز. بعد ذاك ممتاز بعد ذاك. طيب ممتاز. ممتاز نعم. ما شاء الله ممتاز. ممتاز الحمد لله. مفتاح. ممتاز وجزاكم الله خير. طيب ان شاء الله اكتب بليز اكتب في الدفتر ولو تكتب في الدفتر ما في مشكله. And if you write in your notebook it's not a problem. Okay, so you keep it all together. Not your homework. You should be writing at home as well. Barakallahu fikum. You should be writing at home as well. Now, we are on page 9. We're in the beginning of the book. We orally did both exercises. The first drill was with ma hadha. The second drill was dealing with what? Hadha. Now we're on the third drill. And the third drill, of course, is iqra waqtu, is read and write. All right? All surrounding the principles of hadha. So الأمر في هذا الدرس هذا. Okay? We read it. Alhamdulillah. We read the lesson. We understood the vocabulary words. We test ourselves in the vocabulary words. Alhamdulillah. The brother scored an A. And now we're moving on into the reading of the lesson and the understanding of the lesson, followed by the covering of the exercises, the drills. And then we'll get into the what? Then we'll get into the actual explanation, as Sheikh Najrani brings. All right, in his sharh of Durus al-Lugha Arabiya. Okay. So does everybody have their explanation? Does everybody have their explanation of the Medina system? We have ours. And make sure that everybody goes online and supports Marcus Obian and the upkeep of Marcus Obian, and go ahead and purchase our, mashallah, go ahead and purchase our link for our book online, The Introduction to Arabic. It's an excellent, mashallah, curriculum or workbook that we've taught here for years. And now, barakallahu fikum. Please copy and paste and forward it to all your family and friends, and support the Marquez, inshallah, with that purchase. All right. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Does anybody have any questions about this lesson? Does anybody have any questions in regards to this lesson? Okay. While you're doing your exercises, does anybody have any questions before we continue on? This is a good time to go and get some coffee. Now, it's the explanation of Medina Book 1 by Sheikh Hussein. It's actually free. If you contact us, I'll put you in touch with our student, our brother Abdul Qadir. He actually makes sure that everyone gets the book, okay? I could actually scan it and send it to you guys, or make sure that you guys have it forwarded. And what Sheikh Najrani does is he explains the entire Medina system, but of course it's in all Arabic. Tayyib, inshallah, and he does it for all 4 books, all 3 levels. We're going to be actually dealing with the first, alhamdulillah, brother Yahya. He graduated from Introduction to Arabic, and everybody knows our Introduction to Arabic book. That's the book I just posted. He graduated. So now he's in Medina Book 1, and he'll be done doing Medina Book Level 1, which, of course, the Teddy Beth book, which everybody knows and loves as and calls Medina Book 1. And then, of course, we're going to be going over as well for Level 1, the Arabic conversation with our brother, Yahya. Okay? So the way we normally do it is we do the vocabulary words. Now, we read over the lesson, make sure the individual understands the lesson. Then we explain the lesson with the explanation of the sheikh. Then we make certain references depending on what is recommended inside the teacher's book, which we have as well for the Medina system. You know, is that clear? That's how we do it here at Marcus of Leon. Yeah. You use book 1. We read over book 1. He's doing book 1 now. We just did have lesson 1. Now, so now he's actually doing the exercises for classwork to make sure that he understands it. Then we're going to get into the explanation. Is that clear? Right now, as soon as he finishes this, we're going to get into ma farqu bayna ma hadha wa man hadha. We're going to get into the difference between the using of the ma and the men with hadha. So you would say ma hadha, which we've been doing. What is this? Then he's going to go over man hadha. Who is this? Making sure that he understands it, he uses it correctly, and then after he understands the text, and this is the way of how you seek ilm. You understand the text, and you would have to memorize the text. And then you get the explanation of the text from the sheikh. And we are getting that explanation from the sheikh because we're reading from the book of the sheikh. Alhamdulillah, our ustad, our beloved teacher, Sheikh Najrani, Sheikh Hussein. Okay? And this is the recommended way that it should be approached. You done? Almost? You done? Okay, alhamdulillah. All right, then you take your red pen out, Kalam al-Ahmar, and we're going to review what Brother Yahya did. Now, if he could write it correctly and he could read it correctly, then when he writes what he needs to write, he should vowel it as well. Because if he can read it correctly, then he should be able to vowel it correctly. Let none of your students, for the teachers out there, okay, they say, okay, yeah, I'll do the third exercise, read and write, no problem. And they give you the book, and they wrote it out after they've read it, and then it's not voweled. No, we don't accept that. Did you notice I gave it back to Yahya? If you were here, or you were with us virtually on WizIQ, I would give you your work back too, so that you could have it complete. That classwork has to be complete. Is that clear, class? Doesn't mean I don't love you any less. But we are striving for excellence now. Ahlan wa sahlan. MashaAllah, my big brother's here. Bahir, hayyakum Allah, ahlan wa sahlan. Does anybody have any questions in regards to the topic that we're covering now? Does anybody have any questions? right? And for those who are interested in getting the explanation, we'll email it to you. We'll email the links to you for free. Okay. If anybody's interested in getting the Arabic conversational book for book 1, we also will email that to you for free as well. Okay. All right. So just contact us, reach out to us, and we'll get that to you ASAP. Well, we're instructing. What's happening now is at the Marquez, we have different classes, tutoring sessions that run every day, all right, with the exception of Friday. And alhamdulillah, we like to share some of the classes, some of the tutoring sessions, and some of the classes with the people to benefit. Tayyib, inshallah, so they can kind of have a bird's eye view of what's going on here. So whether you are far away in another country or you're actually in the city, you can take class with us online from our interactive virtual platform, or you could actually come in here to 1010 North Hancock Street to you, your family, your friends, your children, and benefit other people. A lot of times, well, what's going on there? Are there anybody learning? Is there classes going on? This helps so people can have a bird's eye view of what's going on, and that there's actually benefit actually going on by the whole people. So yes, every day with the exception of Friday. One-on-one tutoring sessions, women teaching women, brothers teaching brothers, alhamdulillah, in a specific area. So we behoove you and we say all to you, welcome. Tayyib, inshallah. Very, very, very good. Akhi Yahya. المفتاح. جزاكم الله خير. طيب إذا نستمر. All right. And I'll make sure that I get you a copy as well, Yahya, of the explanation. Did I get you the link or no? No, you don't have the link. I'll get you some copies, inshallah. So فالآن إن شاء الله ندخل الآن ما فرق بين ما هذا ومن هذا. Right now we're going to enter what is the exact difference between what? Between the questions ما هذا and what class and من هذا. What is it? What is the difference? Who knows? Who knows the difference between ما هذا, the question ما هذا, and the question من هذا? Who knows the difference between these two questions? Who can hold on? Don't call out now, brother Yahya. You got classmates now. Okay. What's the difference between what? ما هذا, the question ما هذا, all right, or the question what? And the question من هذا, right? What's the difference between these two questions? ما فرق بين ما هذا ومن هذا? Who knows the difference between these two questions? I'm going to count to 5. واحد, اثنين, ثلاثة, أربعة. نعم. أربعة ونص. 4.5. Anybody? Anybody out there know what's the difference between ما هذا, all right, and من هذا? What's the difference between these two questions? And how are they properly utilized? What's the difference between these two questions and how are they properly utilized? Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Take this call to my kid, my child. Now, السلام عليكم وبركاته. أنت موجود? You're here? Or one of you go to the gym, go to the gym, I'm in class. Donations coming. He said he was coming, and inshallah, you guys will both meet there, and I'll be here afterwards. All right? So I just see you after the gym. Somebody. Oh, alhamdulillah. So, since no one answered and you had extra time because my son just called, barakallahu feek. طيب Yahya, what is the difference between ma hada and man hada? So the meaning, all right, of and they don't mean the same thing. So alhamdulillah. One means ma hada, and that means what? What is this? And man hada means what, Yahya? Who is this? طيب. So, for example, you could point at the likes of this pen, the example of this pen, and to point at it, wanting to know what it is, wanting to know the name of it, you would say what? Yahya? Ma hada. What is this? Then, of course, we would tell you what it is, and we would say, what, Yahya? Hada qalamun. Now you know what it is. And this is the wisdom in why Dr. Abdul Rahim, the author of the Medina system, started off with what? The likes of hada. And then, of course, while doing that, teaching you the question, ma hada, and motivating you to use it. Because if you go somewhere in a room of things that you don't know what they are, all you have to do is say, ma hada, and then write it down when they give you the answer. Ma hada, and then write it down when they give you the answer. It's a tool for learning. Is that clear? Now? So now he introduces, in the same lesson, what class? After ma hada, he introduces what, Yahya? Man. Now remember, this man is bil fatha. This man is with the what class? Fatha. Not man hada with the kasra. No. Man bil fatha. Man hada. واضح? And man hada means what, Yahya? Who is this? Now, class, is it proper to say, pointing at this pen, ma hada or man hada? Which one should you? I need to know how do I say this in Arabic? I know what this is in English. You all know what it is in your language, China, whatever you speak. But again, you need to يفهم باللغة العربية. So ما هذا, of course, هذا قلم. But can you, wanting to know about it or wanting to know the name of it, can you say ما هذا? Who is this? Is that right? Anybody? Is it right? Yes or no? Man hada, while pointing at a pen. Man hada, is this question right or wrong? It's wrong. Tayyib inshallah? It's incorrect. This is incorrect. Just like if I pointed at Brother Yahya and I said, Ma hada. What? He's laughing now, right? Wait a minute. You just pointed at me like I'm a thing with no brains. Astaghfirullah, this is incorrect. Is everybody clear out there? Does everybody understand it? Mumtaz, does everybody understand that you cannot point at a person saying mahaba? What is this? Is incorrect. You have to say man hada. Who is this? And this is one of the reasons why this was introduced. As we say, that ما فرق بين ما هذا ومن هذا نقول ما هذا لغير العاقل ومن هذا للعاقل. That ما هذا is for something that does not have intellect. ومن هذا للعاقل, and من هذا is used to refer to point at something that has intellect. Are we clear? Make sure you write that down. ما فرق بين ما هذا ومن هذا. طيب. So we say, what is the difference between what? Ma hada and man hada. So we say that ma hada, we say what? Lil akhiri. Okay? It's lil akhiri. And we say that man hada, the question man hada, is used to refer to something that what? Oh, ma hada. I'm messing up, y'all. ما هذا لغير الآخر. Why don't you say something, Yahya? لغير الآخر. and man hadha lil-aqili. Now that's right. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? There you go. Is everybody clear? Now, al-aql, of course, is to possess intellect or to have intellect. All right? Li-ghayri is no intellect. When you say for that which does not have intellect, meaning no intellect, inanimate. Is that clear? Is everybody out there clear? Does everybody out there understand that? The difference between ma hadha and man hadha, ma hadha li ghayr al-aqili, for that which does not have intellect. And man hadha lil aqili, meaning he has a brain, he has intellect. Are we clear in regards to that? Does everybody understand that? And this is all which takes place, of course, in lesson 1. Fi darsal awwal. Tayyib. فلا يجوز السؤال, and it's not permissible to pose the question saying ma hadha, and you're pointing at a person. This is incorrect. It's for things. Is that clear? And of course, we shouldn't say man hadha, pointing at a book. Man hadha. This type of questioning is incorrect. Bal huwa ats. Rather, it is the opposite. You use what? Ma hadha to point at objects, things, and animals. Okay, and we use man hadha to refer to people. Is that clear? Have a wadih? Wadih? Is that clear? Have a wadih? Is that clear? Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Everybody got that? Can we move on? Is everybody clear? Can we move on? Is everybody clear? Alhamdulillah. All right, let's move on. الآن إن شاء الله نقرأ من الكتاب يحيى من هذا. We're moving on. We're going to read from the book, the bottom half of lesson 9 here, where it's talking about what? Man هذا. You with me, brother Yahya? Okay, so we're saying what? Man هذا. Okay, and you answer the question هذا. هذا طبيب. This is a doctor. All right. Man هذا. This is a boy. Man هذا. هذا طالب. You got that? All right, we're on Medina book 1, lesson 9. All right, page 9. I'm sorry, lesson 1, page 9. What are they doing? Mumtaz. No, this is a man. So let's translate it so that everybody can understand what's going on. I'm going to ask the question, then I'm going to translate it. Ma hadha. I'm sorry, man hadha. Going back up, and I want you to answer it and then translate your answer. Man hadha. This is a doctor. Man hadha. Hadha, what are they doing? This is a boy. Man hadha. Talibun. This is a student. Very good. Talibun. Talibun. Oh, there you go. Talibun. And hadha, what are they doing? Is this a boy? No, this is a man. All right. Does everybody understand that? Is there any questions? Can we move on? Is it okay? Can we move on? No problem. Is everybody clear in regards to that? Everybody see and understand how we're utilizing man hadha to refer and to ask about people. All right. Each individual that was asked about, it was people. It wasn't things. It was a doctor, a boy, a student, right, and a man. And of course, each question was what with men and not man. All right. Is everybody clear? Can we move on? We can move on. Alhamdulillah. Let's move on. So now we're going to go to Medina book 1, page 10. Now we're going to do what? Now what Dr. Fad, the author, is doing, he's mixing all. He's going to ask you what ma hadha, man hadha, hadha. All right, so pay attention. Okay. ما هذا؟ هذا مسجد. من هذا؟ هذا تاجر. Very good. Now he's going to just identify what something is. هذا كلب. So now we're introducing, in this portion of the lesson, we're introducing animals. Is that clear? We're introducing animals. We just introduced people. Now we're introducing animals. Okay? هذا كلب. This is a dog. هذا كلب. نعم هذا كلب. That's a خطأ. Yeah. أنا هنا. شوف. هذا كلب. هذا كلب. Referring to the second picture, the picture of the cat. Okay? All right. So again, we're going to start from the top. ما هذا. Starting from the top, the very top. Okay, cool. من هذا. تاجر. هذا كلب. هذا كلب. So the way you pronounce this is kitton. Kitton. Hey, now very good. Kitton. All right. Alhamdulillah. هذا حمار. Pointing at the picture of the donkey. هذا حمار. Now we're pointing at another picture. لا هذا حصان. All right. وما هذا؟ وما هذا؟ هذا جمل ما شاء الله. ما هذا? Moving now to page 11. ما هذا؟ هذا ديك. من هذا؟ مدرس. Very good. هذا قميص. من منديل. All right, alhamdulillah. Now, if you notice on the last page, the first question was with ma, هذا. The second question was with man, هذا. And then the last question was with هذا قميص. Subhanallah. All right? Is everybody paying attention? طيب, inshallah. Does anybody have any questions? All right? هذا واضح? هذا واضح? Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? No issues? We can move on? All right. So now we have we can move on. Is everybody clear? Is everybody online clear? Yahya? You good? Alhamdulillah. Tayyib. Nastamiru. Then we're going to continue on. So here it has at the end of this lesson, it has an exercise, a tameen. It says Iqra waktub. Iqra waktub. Read and what else? Write. Read and what else, class? Right. Now, if you notice, these sentences, they don't have what? Yahya. They don't have any punctuation. So the intent is for you to memorize the vocabulary words, understand the vocabulary words, and how to vowel them properly. So that even if the vowels are not there, when you read it, you're reading it what? You're reading it properly. This is why it is fundamental that you memorize the vocabulary words before entering these lessons. Naam. We didn't even get into the explanation yet. Subhanallah. So let's continue on. Yahya, please read 1 through 10, 10 sentences. Okay. Okay. Mumtaz. Now this is Arabic, so we're going to keep going from the right to the left. All right. Bottom of page 11. Okay. هذا كلب. Let me hear them vowel endings. هذا كلب. ممتاز. All right, we're going to 3 now. Not min, but man. In fact, who. All right. All right, it'll get you every time. Watch out. Mumtaz, yalla. Man hada. Which means what? Yahya? Who is this? هذا طبيب. It's an elongation here. ممتاز. طيب يلا الرابع. هذا جمال. ما شاء الله. You should be reading along with Yahya. We're on 5. Come on. هذا كلب. لا هذا كتون. اي نعم يلا. اوكي يلا. No, sir. That's a del. هذا ديك. نعم. 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 Okay, ممتاز. طيب, continue on. هذا حصان. نعم. لا هذا حمار. ممتاز. All right, after that. منديل. نعم منديل. Okay, next. We're on 9. We're on 9. هذا ولد. You should be reading along. نعم. Okay. من هذا؟ رجل. رجل. نعم not الرجل وهذا الرجل. ممتاز. All right. So now, alhamdulillah, we know what we have to do. We have to prepare ourselves for lesson 2 by writing the vocabulary words for lesson 2, writing the vocabulary words and memorizing the vocabulary words for lesson 2. We've completed the reading and all of the exercises, the drills for lesson 1. So now at this point in time, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and read and move to the explanation of Ad-Dars al-Awwal. Now you can find this on abdulrahman.org. You can find this on abdulrahman.org. All right? And inshallah, get the explanation. As I mentioned, it is free. Okay? So we start off. Let me get the copy before. Let me get your copy. I'll be right back. And let me get you one for 2 as well. Just a few of the lessons so you could be up. Yep, this is the shot. Oh, you already have it. Good. Let me get you a couple copies so you can be able to write on. Take you to lesson 7. All right, and if you want your copy of the explanation, make sure you reach out to us and contact us. We'll direct you where to get that for free and any of the other sister books. Or you could just come in and take it to our school and we'll take care of you. One sec, we're going to make some copies. Oh. I forgot. Oh, but we can't really, I can't see it. It's not. Let me just make this one copy. You want these numbers? Oh, I think I have. You're right. I know that. I know that. See, I'm too off when it comes to technology. All right, there we go. Just getting some copies for our brother. All right. And we'll make the other copies when the class is over. Oh, you got it. You good. All right, you good. You can print the rest. You got it all. All right. All right, so you guys can take this time out now, inshallah, to get your supplies and what you need for class. Part of it is cut off, but not all of it. There you go. But other than that, you should be good. That seems like that's a consistent issue. We'll deal with that. We probably got to what's the name? Realign it. Yeah, agreed. That's the best idea. Let's get back to what Akhawat. Let's get back to it. No. Well, I'm actually good. I'm actually good. I'm not even going. No, we got some time. Yeah, so we good. Oh yeah. I noticed those in the okay. All right, good. All right, let's get back to it. Wayne. All right, here we go. Okay, tell you. So here we have Bismillah. It says Hada. Now Hada is considered to be what? Hada is an ismu isharatan lil-mufrad al-mudhakkar al-qarib al-aqili wa ghayr al-aqili. What does this mean? What does this mean? The Sheikh, he goes to explain, he refers to Hada, and he gives the explanation of the ta'rif. And the ta'rif, meaning what? The definition of Hada as it comes to the science that we're dealing with today. Right now, which of course is Lugha Arabiya. So the Sheikh, he says what? He says that, and let's get these vocabulary words for you guys out there so you guys can understand. Says that Hada is an ismul ishara. Now Hada, and you'll hear Hada always referred to as a what? As an ismul ishara. Want everybody out there say ismul ishara. Ismul isharatin. Ismul isharatin. Ismul isharatin. Now ismul ishara meaning what? That it is a what? Is a pointing noun. Ismul ishara meaning what, class? That is a what? Is a pointing noun. Is that clear? And Hada is an ism ishara, and it is a what, class? It is a pointing noun. What does that mean? That means it's a noun that we used to do. You used to do what? You use it to do what? To point. And is that not what you do with Hada and the nouns that are like it? It's a noun, but it's a specific type of noun. It is a noun that does what, class? It is a noun that does what? That points. It's Hada is considered to be what? It's a ismun isharati. It is a noun that what? That points. Do you not say hada qalamun? When you say hada, you're doing what? You're pointing at it. Hada qalamun, right? Hada maktabun. Hada thawbun. Hada what, class? Hada qalamun. And on and on and on. Hada ra'sun, right? You're utilizing hada point. So this is one of the reasons, this is the wisdom and why it's just appropriate that Hada and those nouns that are like it are called what class? Pointing nouns. They're called what class? Pointing noun. Ismu isharatin. After me, class. Ismu isharatin. Is everybody with me? Ismu isharatin. Now, the rest of the ta'rif helps you to understand the boundaries of how you can and how you can't use hada. Is that clear? First and foremost, you utilize the point. Now, then the Sheikh, he continues on, Sheikh Hussein continues on. He says, Lil Mufradi. He says, what class? He says, Lil Mufradi. Okay? Now, again, hada ismu, which of course is a noun. Ishara means what class? Pointing. All right? Ishara means what class? To point, pointing, right? All right? And lil mufradi means what class? It means what? Singular. Singular what class? Singular. That which is what class? That which is singular, meaning wahid. That which is what? Singular. Let me say that what? That hada is a ismu. I'm sorry. That hada is a what class? Is a ismu, meaning it's a noun. Isharatin. Isharatin. Oh, I'm sorry. Right. Ismu, meaning a noun. Isharatin. Ain't that meaning? Pointing. Is that clear? Lil mufradi. Lil mufradi. For that which is what class? Singular. All right? So we can't say what? We can't say, remember, these definitions help you understand what you can and can't do. And now, what hada? We can't say hada aqlamun. Can we say that? No. Because what hada is only used to point at that which is wahid, mufrad. Right, class? That which is singular. Is that understood? Is that understood? Is that clear? Everybody understands that clearly? Alhamdulillah. Everybody out there understand that? Alhamdulillah. So the Sheikh, he continues on with the definition, the ta'rif, and he says, Lil Mufradi, and he continues on, he says, Al Mudakkar, Al Mudakkari, Al what class? Al Qaribi. Al Qarib al Akhiri. Al Qarib al Akhiri. All right? And then he says, what? And then we'll get to that. وغير الآخر. وغير الآخر. So al-mudhakkar means what class? Al-mudhakkari means masculine. Means masculine. Al-mudhakkari means what class? Masculine. Al-qaribi means what class? It means near. And al-aqili means what? Intellect. Al-aqili means what class? Intellect. And then he says, he finishes off, وَغَيْرُ الْعَاقِلِ, for that which does not have intellect. So you can use hada to do what class? To point at that which has intellect and that which does not. So he says, what? Al-mudhakkar. Al-mudhakkar meaning what? Masculine. Al-mudhakkar meaning what? Masculine. So know and understand. If you wanted to say hada abun, this is a father. Hada waladun, this is a boy. Hada, for example, sister, you wanted to say hada zoji, this is my husband. This is all fine and well. This is good Arabic. However, brother, if you wanted to turn around and say hada zojeti, this is my wife, this is incorrect. Because hada is used, it's the pointing noun used to only to point at objects that are what class? Mudhakkar. Objects that are what class? Masculine. Mudhakkar. Wadih? Is that clear? Al-mudhakkar. What does that mean, class? Masculine. Al-mudhakkar. What does that mean, class? Masculine. Al-qaribi. What does al-qaribi mean? Objects that are near. For example, if we said what? This is a pen here. This is our pen here. Now, is our pen here. This is our other pen all the way down there. All the way down there. Right? So it's correct to say hada qalamun. And this is just an example. We're talking about far. It's all the way over there. We can't say hada qalamun and hada qalamun. We can say hada qalamun, that's fine. But that one over there, no. We would have to say dhalika qalamun. Because you can only use hada to point at what? Singular objects that are what? That are close. Singular objects that are what? That are close. That are close, that are near, that are masculine, and that are singular. Is that clear? And you can understand that from the definition. So you use hada, which is a pointing noun, to point at things that are what? Singular. To point at things that are what class? Masculine. To point at things that are what class? Close. To point at things that what? Have intellect, right? People that have intellect, or objects that do not have intellect. Is that clear? Is everybody clear? Are you clear? Yeah. Alhamdulillah. This gives you the boundaries on what you should and shouldn't do. And this shows the need and the importance of understanding the ta'rif of hadha. And not just being satisfied with, oh, hadha, it means this is. No, we are hungry. We want more than that. Now, all there? Is everybody clear? Tayyib, inshallah. So we're going to have our brother Yahya read the examples for hada, the ism ishara hada, with pointing at objects that are aqilu, that have intellect. Tafaddal, Yahya. Hada rajulun. What does that mean, Yahya? This is a man. This is correct. Is it singular? What you're pointing at? That's lil-mufrad. Is it al-mudhakkar, what you're pointing at, which means what? Masculine. Is it masculine? Alhamdulillah. Is it al-qaribi? Is it close? Alhamdulillah. And it does have intellect, right? The man has intellect. It's permissible. Then this is a correct example. All right? You're doing your checks and balances with the what? With the definition of hada, helping you to understand, is this correct? Can I say what I'm saying? Tayyib, inshallah. Let's continue on. Is what I'm reading correct? Let's continue on. Hada, the next one, Yahya. Alhamdulillah. Is waladun singular? Alhamdulillah. Is waladun masculine? Alhamdulillah. Is it close? Alhamdulillah. And yes, it has what? Al-aqil. It has intellect. This is correct. The next example, Yahya. Excuse me, brother. Take your time. Take your time now, brother. We talking about the last one. The what? Huh? No, that's a sheen, ya, and kha. Shay and what? Shaykhun. Hada shaykhun. Is that correct what Brother Yahya just said? Is it singular? Is it masculine? Is it close? Alhamdulillah. It is lil-mufradi. It is al-mudhakkar. It is al-qareeb. It is al-aqil. Alhamdulillah. Wa jazakumullahu khayr. Now, let's move to the next example. Okay? Ghayrul aqil. And these examples are for that which does not have what? For that which does not have an intellect. Naam. All right. Hada what? Kitabun mufradun? No. Is kitabun al-mudhakkar? Naam, is masculine. هل هو قريب? Is it قريب? Alhamdulillah. Is it for something that does not have intellect? Alhamdulillah, then it's okay. Yes, this is correct. It's permissible to speak like this. Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair. Ahlan wa sahlan ya akhi Umar. Tayyib, inshallah. Let's continue on. The next example. Alhamdulillah, this is sufficient. This is good. It fulfills all the conditions that we learned in the ta'rif, in the definition of it. Let's continue on. هذا قلم. MashaAllah. Yes, this also fulfills the conditions that we learned in the what in the ta'rif and the definition of هذا. Let's move on to the next part of the explanation. Let's move on to the next part of the explanation. Now, so it says, what ma hada? We have someone at the door. Give us 1 second. Somebody in the office. 1 second, please. All right, y'all. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am sorry, you guys. Our sister for COI is the Center of Your Smile Dental Academy. I just remember their class is at 6 o'clock. They're coming in. We just had to get them in their classroom. I'm going to let it downstairs, so I do apologize, but that's, of course, one of the classes that we run here. We had to make sure that our sisters who are going to be working on our teeth is taken care of. All right, so Yahya, we back in full effect. All righty, so let's complete. We are dealing with what? Ma hada. Now, so ma hada, brothers and sisters, ma hada is what? Ma, basically the portion that the Sheikh wants to deal with. He said that this ma, I'm going to erase so you guys can see it and rewrite it for you. The Sheikh says that this ma, he says that ma is ismun istifhamin lighayr al-akhiri. Now, does everybody understand that? That he said that this ma is an ismu. All right. He says the ismu is right? استفهام. اسمه استفهاما لغير العاقل. لغير العاقل. هو اسمه استفهاما لغير العاقل. لغير العاقل. نعم. So ismu, what does ismu mean, class? Who knows? What does ismu mean? Ismu means what? Ismu means a noun. Ismu means what, class? A noun. Ismu. And istifham literally means seeking to understand. Literally means seeking to understand. It is a noun. When you literally translate, it is a noun for seeking to understand. Now, this is what happens when you literally translate. But when we say istifham, we refer to those articles, those nouns, those asma that have to do with what? With asking a question. But literally, it means seeking to understand. Now, and of course, when we're seeking to understand, when you don't understand something, but you would like to understand it, brothers and sisters out there, what do you naturally do? What do you naturally do when you're seeking to understand something? Yahya? You ask the question. MashaAllah. So it makes sense and it's just appropriate that these articles now, all these nouns are named that. The ism of istifham, a noun of seeking understanding. You know? So every noun that has to do with posing a question, this is what it's called. MashaAllah tabarakallah. Of course, depending on what they are, each one has their particular specific characteristics. Like, for example, ma is used to what? Is to pose a question that doesn't have intellect. Men is used to pose a question that what, class? That does have intellect. Is that clear? And on and on and on like that. Now, and on and on and on like that. So let's continue on with this ma. So the Sheikh, he says that ma is an ism istafham li ghayr al-aqili. That it is a what? It is a noun for seeking understanding about that which what? Li ghayr al-aqili. That which does not have intellect. So again, the Sheikh said what? Ma is what, class? Ma is what? Is a noun for seeking understanding li ghayr al-aqili. For that which does not have intellect. Well, there, for that which does not have intellect. No. No. So let's look at some examples as it comes in the explanation. Yahya. ما هذا كتاب. نعم. What is this? This is a book, right? Let's continue on. Next example that the Sheikh brought in his explanation, he says, ما هذا باب. MashaAllah. Okay? What is this? This is a door. نعم. Then the Sheikh brought the next explanation, and this is a good explanation, a good example. He says, ما هذا what? هذا قلم. What is this? هذا قلم. This is a what? Yahya? This is a pen. Hey, no. The next one. And then he says, ما هذا رجل. Whoa. Did y'all hear that? Are y'all paying attention? ما هذا رجل. That's something not right here. Who's paying attention is the question. And why? I mean, it's in the book. It's in the book like that, right? Yeah. It's in the book like that. The Sheikh wrote it like that. But something's wrong. Now, what's going on here, brother Yahya? I mean, is this correct or is it okay? It's incorrect. This is incorrect. Now, everybody hold your hold. No one's disrespecting our sheikh. This is our sheikh. But understand and know that the intention of the sheikh was to bring an example that was what? Yahya? The intention of the sheikh in this book was to bring an example that was incorrect. So that what, class? So that you can know what not to do. Is that clear? So you can know, don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't say ma hadha rajulun. Please don't do that. This is incorrect. Well, that rather what you should say is man hadha rajulun. Is that correct? Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Inshallah, everybody understands. Tayyib, Yahya. The next example. Ma hadha walad. Okay. What about this example, brother Yahya? This is also incorrect. How do you correct it, brother Yahya? Please read that which is correct. Man hadha. Hadha waladun. Who is this? This is a boy. Who is this? This is a boy. Barakallahu fikum. طيب يلا هذا صغير هذا صغير. Moving to the next part, as you can see, Sheikh Najrani, he brings here down on the bottom part, he says هذا صغير. We're moving to the third part here. So now Sheikh Najrani, he sees fit to bring the question that comes in the book and explain how the hamzatul istifham is utilized. When again a question is posed like this with the alif in the beginning or with the hamza in the beginning, this is called, this type of questioning is called hamzatul istifham. Hamzatul istifham. It is the hamza for seeking what, Yahya? It is the hamza for seeking a what, Yahya? An understanding. Is hamzatul istifham. Because this is also from the what? From the articles of posing a question, like ma and like men. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is everybody clear? Yeah, you clear? Alhamdulillah. So we say that hamzatul istifham, it is necessary that the harfun jawabuhu na'am or la. It is necessary that the harfun jawabuhu, that the letter that you answer with is what, Yahya? La, or I'm saying na'am or la. Is that clear? So when someone asks you a question, for example, ahada qalamun, what do you say, Yahya? Ahada qalamun, what do you say? Na'am. And then what's the rest of the answer? Hada qalamun. He said na'am. Then he said hada qalamun. He didn't just say hada qalamun because I asked the question with hamzatul istifham. So before you answer the question, you must say la or na'am. Then the jawab. Then the answer. Wadih? Is that clear, class? Let's look at some implementations and some good examples from Sheikh Hussein in regards to that. Please read, Sheikh. Please read, Yahya. No, brother. It says ahada. Yep. Next, to the left. Na'am. ممتاز. Mumtaz. Alhamdulillah. All right. So now, if we don't have any questions, we're going to go ahead and move on from there. And now we are going to deal with the last portion of lesson 1 of the explanation of lesson 1 that Sheikh Najrani wanted to bring, which of course is manhab. So Sheikh Najrani says manhab. He says man is an ismu istifhamin للعاقل. It is a noun for posing a question that's connected to the what? Al-aqili, the intellect. That has to do with the what? Al-aqili, the intellect. Na'am. So it says, man ismu or man ismu istifhaman lil-aqili. Yeah, Yahya, please read the examples for this. أين؟ طبيب. نعم. من هذا؟ Okay. طيب. من هذا؟ Okay. من هذا؟ نعم. هذا كتاب. نعم. من هذا؟ هذا قلم. Okay. Whoa. من هذا؟ هذا كتاب. That's not right. من هذا؟ هذا قلم. What's wrong? It should be ما هذا. It should be ما هذا because we're obviously pointing at things and not what? And not people. Hey, now things that don't have intellect. طيب inshallah. So now we want to move on to what? We're going to go ahead and move on to the next portion where we're asking questions. And we're saying هذا طبيب. طيب يحيى. طبيب. ممتاز. ننتقل. Continue on. هذا كلب. Okay. نعم هذا كلب. Okay. هذا طالب. لا هذا طبيب. هذا قط. لا هذا كلب. وبارك الله فيكم وجزاكم الله خير. We are going to stop here for Medina Book 1 and its explanation. We're going to recommend that you complete all of the what exercises at home. Make sure that you write out your vocabulary words in preparation for lesson number 2. Now, inshallah, which of course is Dalika, and it's like a recap of lesson 1. All right. So remember, you can't enter the lesson until you take the vocabulary word test and pass it. So make sure that you take care of your business every day while out of class until you get back in class again. If there's not any questions in regards to this particular lesson, we're going to close out here. Now, we would love to just go over some of the basic stuff that is inside of the teacher's book with you. However, I believe that this is sufficient what was covered, and there's no need to go over it again, except, of course, if one wants to drill saying هذا كتاب and هذا ولد هذا كتاب until the end. Those definitely, those types of drilling and questioning and answering is something that's upon you to do and master. Barakallahu fikum. If there's not any questions, Yahya, I'm going to close out here with the dua of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في أمان الله. All right, brother. 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Well, no, we got it in actually. We started striving, going and going. Then we got a momentum and we just and you understood. You was with me. You got it. And you was just like intro guy, like you do, no doubt. But at the same time, wow, that was a good. You know what I'm saying? It was a good transition. You know what I'm saying? You was with me, man. You wasn't even lost. You understood. You was reading. You was filling in the blanks. And I was asking those questions. You was like, I was like, okay, yeah. That's what's up. That means you understood. As opposed to, I don't know what the heck's going on, man. I'm just in class.